Okay, welcome to our Good Food Real Fast. I'm in our kitchen with Elizabeth here, and we are using several different cameras here. We're doing Facebook Live, I think?
Yes.
And we're doing Zoom Live, and we're recording for YouTube. So if you can't see both of us, hopefully one of us will do, but we're doing the best we can. And this is a lot of fun being in the kitchen with Elizabeth. It's been a long time since we've been in the kitchen together, actually cooking. It's either me or her usually. But today we have some really exciting things to share with you. We're both having a lot of fun with Epicure. And if you're trying to get into Zoom, just be patient. Elizabeth's going to monitor that for me. But as you can see, we are in our little Epicure aprons here, and it's a lot of fun. So far, we've been enjoying the food, and we really enjoy the fact that it's good food, and it is fast, and it's healthy. And tonight, we are having, for my part, I'm having Jan Wareham is hosting this class. It was going to be in her home as well, and we couldn't do that. We've got all kinds of stuff going on here, but we're here. It's good. Mine are going to be available on YouTube later. Elizabeth's are on Facebook. So, hi there. Glad to see you joining us. So basically, we are going to go ahead and get started. I just wanted to say a big thank you to Jan, even though we're not having it in her home. She's still the host of this class, and she still gets some really neat rewards. So if anybody else wants to host a class, either in your kitchen with me coming and you invite your friends, or just like this one in my kitchen and we invite your friends, either way, there are some really neat rewards. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. Our menu is going to be, for our drink, we're having blue butterfly tea, and it is so yummy. And it's just a new thing. We just got this in the mail yesterday. So I'm excited to show it to you. It's pretty, it tastes good. Hi Rose, hi Bonnie. Glad to see you guys.
Hi Lexi.
And so we're gonna start with the blue butterfly tea. We basically have, we're making it an iced tea. It can be either hot or cold. We're gonna make it cold since it's hot. And we'll show you what this does, what's really special about it. Can you see the color of that? Isn't it like a really pretty color? So we're going to show you what it does when we put some lemon with it in a little bit. So that's our drink. We're also going to have a heavenly salad that I got the idea from one of my favorite vegan restaurants that's called, it's in Honolulu. They have one in Portland, the Loving Hut. And they have a heavenly salad there that is really good. So we're going to kind of show you that really quickly, that salad. But our main dish is going to be pad thai. And this is a really easy meal packet. And I really like the fact that it's just put it all together and it's easy to make and it tastes really yummy. We actually made this last night because I hadn't tried this specific one. And I thought I was going to be cooking this at Jan's house and actually feeding lots of you. By the way, for those of you who live around here, please feel free to stop by at 7. Give me a text ahead of time and I'll make you a little sample plate. But anyway, it was really good. We tried it last night. So we are going to make a little bit of modification just to meet my taste. So I'll tell you what those are. But I like that the recipes are on the back of every one of these. So we are making vegan and gluten-free tonight. And then I have to say, even above this, my very favorite is going to be dessert. We're doing a Mango Lassi pudding. So Mango Lassi is actually an Indian, it's like a drink, but we're making a pudding out of it. And so I'm really excited. We're talking fast and trying to work fast because Zoom cuts us off after 40 minutes. So we want to make sure that we get everything done and let you know we can make good food real fast. So we are going to start with the things that I've already cut. So I'm just going to show you or have Elizabeth show you what I put in the heavenly salad. So we have some red cabbage, green cabbage, shredded carrots, a little bit of kale from our garden, and some sweet Walla Walla sweet onions. And so I'm gonna just kind of get that out of the way. I don't want those veggies to really turn brown. But one of the things that makes this heavenly salad so fun is the way you can make it look. So we are going to just make individual servings. When I used to make this for my big family, I had a great big bowl that I used for this. And it's nicer if the bowl can be half round, kind of like this, you know, this kind of a round one. Maybe we'll use this one instead. That one might be too tall, but we'll try and transfer it. So these are neat little measuring and prep bowls that we also got from Epicure. They have measuring parts on them, and they come with silicone lids so we can store them in the refrigerator. So I'm just going to basically line this with some shredded carrots here. And that's just going to leave the outside. So we're just going to do a little bit. So I'm just making a nest, kind of like a little bird's nest in there. And I'm going to put some little bits of kale, some sweet onions, red cabbage, green cabbage. We'll just mix that up. And I'm going to make it full because this is basically going to be the bottom of my salad. When I'm ready to serve, I'm going to flip this upside down and my salad will be like this. So I'm going to pop a lid on this. Yeah, like a little mountain. So I'm going to pop the lid on that and put it in the fridge. If I can find room. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and, you can move that on the side, thanks Elizabeth. We're going to get started with our pad thai. It doesn't take very long. None of this takes very long, but it's kind of like what do you do first and what do you do next. So basically on the recipe, I'm going to start my hot water. That's what I'm going to do first. Because I'm going to add some hot water to this seasoning packet, and that's going to make my pad thai seasoning. So while that water is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and start with, so this says to use about a ½ pound of boneless, skinless, bite-sized chicken. One of the things I really like about Epicure is you can choose your own protein. So you can make it, you want to go on your side? Yeah. So your people can see you. So you can make it however you want to make it. So we are going to use tofu. So we're going to use this kind, I like to use this kind of tofu. It's extra firm and it has a little bit of a skin on it already. It looks like this. I get it really economical from the food service warehouse up in Eugene. But I just like it because you don't have to spend time pressing it and getting all the moisture out. And it kind of comes with a little bit of skin on top of it. Now, if I'm not going to use this in my main dish, then I usually will put a little bit of this in the heavenly salad also. But it's already going to be in my main dish, so I'm not going to worry about it. So basically, I'm cubing this tofu. I don't know if everybody can see that.
No, I can't, but I can tell what you're doing.
You might want to turn up the volume there. Okay.
Hi, Grandma.
So we have these are our really neat Epicure cutting mats. Basically the tools we're using, Elizabeth and I got from our kits that we got from Epicure. So it came with a knife and our little aprons here, and these are the cutting mats. So it's telling me to put a tablespoon of oil in my wok and put my tofu along with red bell peppers. And it says to use 2 cups of red bell peppers. And so I did that last night, and I like red bell peppers, but I don't like just red bell peppers. So I'm only putting maybe 3/4 of a cup. And then I'm going to put some broccoli also. So I have some chopped broccoli. It's just going to give it more color and kind of tone down that red pepper flavor. So I'm going to heat up my wok real quick. Elizabeth, you can talk to the people in the meantime. And I'm just gonna put some olive oil back here. And I've got a kitten that likes to sleep right in front of the oven, right in front of the stove. So we're dancing with kittens here. So as soon as that water is done, we're going to put 3/4 of a cup of water up to this line right here in our little measuring prep bowl. And then we're going to put the seasoning packet, and it says to also put 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And instead of just regular soy sauce or even Bragg's, we're using this gluten-free that I picked up from Sherm's. This is gluten-free soy sauce, so for those of you who are gluten-free, this works really well. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of that in our hot water. So it sounds like my water's ready. Ooh, it is ready. So we're going to put this, I'm not going to pick it up because it's going to be hot. So I'm just going to put 3/4 a cup of water up to the 3/4 of a cup line. I tried this last night and wasn't sure if I should dare to do it again. Because when it's done, it's full.
Does this go in the pan?
That can go in the pan. So this is a neat thing about these cutting mats. You can just take them right over and scoop them in. I'm used to trying to get them across there and spilling them. So I'm just going to dump this whole packet into this. I can pick it up on the edges, into this hot water, 3/4 a cup of hot water. Yes.
I mean, just washing it out.
So I put more water than 3/4 of a cup, it looks like. We're going to let that set for a little while. I'm going to put my soy sauce actually in the pan because I made this little thing too full right here. So Elizabeth is working on getting my wok ready. I think I had it on too high, and the oil I put in there turned brown before I put the tofu in. So she's working on that for me. So we're going to move on to the next thing. We have our salad done. I'm going to show you this blue butterfly tea really quick. So I just put it in some hot water and let it steep in there for a little while. Added some cold water since I was putting it in the fridge. And I'm going to show you a neat little thing that we learned here with this blue butterfly tea. I'm going to use this. We got these really nice paring knives here. I'm just going to cut this lemon in half. Still too hot. Sorry. I need a cup here. Okay, sorry for the mix-up here. Hi, Susan. I can see
Hi,
you.
Brenda.
So our friend Susan from Hawaii is here.
Nice.
And
I'm admiring the kitty.
Can you see the kitty
Beautiful.
somewhere? Oh, that's Bonnie's kitty.
I rescued them from a homeless man.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love cats.
Susan and Bonnie, you would love each other. You're both cat ladies.
I would.
Yep.
I love cats.
So I don't know if you can see the color of this this jar right here, this glass. But when you put some lemon juice with it, it changes color. It's so neat. So it changes from a bluish to a purple. So I'm going to try this in the picture so you might be able to see it better. It's a little more concentrated. So when you put lemon wedges around the glass, it just changes color. I don't know if you can see that on your computer screen.
Looks purple.
Yep.
So it goes from blue to purple, and I don't even know how to describe the flavor. It smells like Kool-Aid, but it tastes really, really yummy. And it's not caffeinated, so that's our drink for our dinner. And then while Elizabeth is fixing my mess up on my wok, and this is waiting, I'm going to show you this dessert. This dessert is really, really easy and really yummy. Let me get the things for it. So I have This is just vanilla almond milk yogurt. So I'm going to use a cup of yogurt, and I'm going to put it in my blender. For those of you who've seen me in my kitchen before, you know I don't usually measure. And I'm going to use 1/4 cup of better than cream cheese. So this is going to be a vegan dessert.
So Rebecca just texted and she wanted to know if we were on yet.
Oh, we are on. And is she trying to
We
get
hear
in?
it.
Okay, tell her I'm sorry I didn't see her trying to get in. I'm sorry, Rebecca. Can you see us? There she is. I'm sorry, I was too busy. I didn't see your request to get in. And I'm too new at this to know how to make it so people don't have to request to get in.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit heavy, 1/4 cup of vegan cream cheese here. So we're making a dessert here, Rebecca, using better than cream cheese, and we're using vanilla almond milk yogurt, and you can use whatever kind of yogurt you like. And then I'm going to put in some frozen mango. Right now Costco has some fairly good, Susan, don't listen to this because they don't care to compare to the mangoes you get, but our Costco has fairly decent mangoes for here. But I'm using these frozen ones right here that we also got from Costco. I can be sure they're not stringy and they're always sweet. And I'm going to put in a good cup of that. Maybe I'll put 1.5 cups just to give it a little more mango flavor. And then I have this. This is from Epicure. This is a Mango Lassi mix. And I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of that. So we've got these great spoons from Epicure also that are like a 4-way measuring spoon, and they go all the way to the bottom of these jars. I really like that. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of that. This was a really quick recipe that we just made up this afternoon because we needed a dessert. And some of these things are, Epicure is, this is like the end of summer class that we're doing. So the Mango Lassi and the butterfly tea are going out like the 15th of September. So next week they'll be no longer available. So I tried to make things that were still available, and then we're going to have another class about the fall things when they come out. So plug your ears because I don't know if I can mute everything. Elizabeth's going to work on muting everything. It's just going to take a second.
I don't know how
Oh, well.
to use that one, but I can mute.
You should just be able to
This
tap
one.
on your screen and have a mic come up that you
Thank
tap
you,
on.
Rebecca. We got it. Okay.
I can't mute this.
Oh, I lost it.
Gonna go in and out all the time.
It's right here.
Okay, so I blended it up. I don't know if you can see how mango-y orange it is. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that onto our dessert dish here. It is so yummy. And we're going to put the rest of it in the refrigerator when we get a chance. So this is our Mango Lassi, and it has nutmeg and, let me just read the ingredients. I think it's nutmeg, mango, organic cane sugar, turmeric, spices, I could taste nutmeg, vanilla bean, and organic lime powder. but it's so tasty. So I'm going to stick this in the fridge. Then we're going to do our salad dressing. Elizabeth, you can put the veggies in. Okay. So Elizabeth is going to put the veggies in our pad thai. We have, along with the tofu,
The bell peppers, and we have the broccoli.
good job. So now we're going to make an Asian dressing for our Asian salad. So we're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And we have this really neat, can you hear me over that walk going? We have this really neat lemon and lime juicer that we also got in our kit here, our business kit. And I'm just going to put the lemon there, and we have a salad dressing bottle with a funnel, and I'm going to put 2 tablespoons. This bottle has measurements on it. So,
Neat.
yeah, it is. Did you see that? It
Neat.
just squirted out.
Yes.
So it flips these
So
lemons
easy.
upside down. Yeah, it makes it really easy. We have a great big hydraulic lemon press or a citrus press, and we use that for making a bunch of Elijah salad dressing or a bunch of stuff. Oop, there it goes again. Okay, so I've got my 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I need, it says a 1/4 cup of Bragg's aminos, but we are making this gluten-free. So I'm using this gluten-free soy sauce. And I'm going to put this, a 1/4 cup in here. I'll just go up to the line here. Right about there. And then I need a 1/4 cup of honey. I'll be right back. I wish we had some of our Kiabi honey that we used to get from Arby's, but we don't. So we're just using this organic, raw, unfiltered honey from Costco, and I'm not going to put it through my funnel. So I'm just going to put about a 1/4 cup. And that looks pretty good to me. Let me see if my measurements are right. It's pretty close. I think it might need a tiny bit more honey. Okay.
Here.
That's good. And now the rest of it is going to be sesame oil. And we use this kind of sesame oil for our cooking. This is kind of a heavier, high flavor sesame oil. And I don't want that necessarily for my salad dressing. So this is kind of one that I use. It's a light, you can't see this color. This is a darker brown. This is a light sesame oil. So I'm going to use about half and half because I do want that strong sesame flavor, but I don't want it to overpower my salad dressing. So I'm just going to pour till I get to the line here because I'm just going to fill this, the rest of it, with oil. Okay, so you can see this is darker when it comes out. And then what I really like about this, you just put the lid on it, if I get the right lid here. There's too many black lids. And none of them are it. Maybe this is it. Nope, that would fall in. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Elizabeth, where did I put the salad dressing lid?
I don't know, you had it right next to it.
Well, we're going to look for that lid, and I'm going to put the lid on when I find it, and I'm going to shake it up. And the salad dressing will be done. I have too many things going on here. Maybe if I put the lids on the other things. Okay, Elizabeth, we need 2 tablespoons of this with those veggies. So can you bring the wok over and I'll put the tablespoons in? Thank you. So Elizabeth is going to show you what's going on in the wok. Do you see that? She has the tofu with a little bit of olive oil and the broccoli along with the red bell peppers. So I'm going to go ahead and put, you can tip it up now. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of this gluten-free soy sauce, which it called for, wait Elizabeth, which it called for along with this. So we're going to pour this in now. This is the seasoning packet that you saw me put in here earlier.
Just use this thing.
And these are the tongs that came with the kit. So this is the sauce with all the seasonings. We just added hot water to it. And it tells us to cook this with 1 egg, or maybe 2 eggs. I used a chia seed egg last night. I made my own, and it didn't seem to make a difference. I think we don't need it. Here, Elizabeth, you might want to use this. So we're not going to use an egg. It doesn't really need it. So basically, we're going to cook it for about 3 minutes until everything gets kind of seasoned in there. And then we're going to put pre-cooked rice noodles. Have you guys seen these from Costco? They're really nice. So
Those are really good.
they are. And we could put in regular rice noodles also. And this has, you could actually put a little bit more liquid and then put the dry rice noodle in to save some time. You don't have to cook it ahead of time. So I've done that before. So Elizabeth, when that gets hot, I have two packages of this that we're going to put in these rice noodles. So you can just like dump out the water and get those put in. Here. So Elizabeth's working on that. And now, I still haven't found my salad dressing lid. Maybe it's still in the dish strainer. Maybe you can get yours. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Thank you. So here it is. So we're just going to shake this up. It smells really good. You can smell the sesame oil. Well, besides smelling the pad thai that Elizabeth is cooking, that's really yummy. So I'm just shaking this down until the honey is all dissolved and mixed. So there's my salad dressing. It's a yummy Asian salad dressing. So now we are just about ready to show you our final meal here. Something needed lime juice. Elizabeth, do you remember what needed lime juice? I didn't follow this recipe very well. Yep, 1 lime. So we're going to put the lime in before it cooks completely. Using this little lime juicer. So this lemon juicer doubles as a lime juicer. You just flip the green part down. Elizabeth, you want to squeeze these into your thing over there? And then we'll turn this heat down. Oh, this looks so yummy. I don't know if you can see us way back here. It's smelling really good in here. Okay, let me just put those in real quick so we can show it off. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to get our salad out of the refrigerator. And we're going to turn it onto our plate. I hope our plate is big enough here. So for those of you that didn't catch the first part, we just had some pre-cut vegetables and we put them in this little round bowl. And I'm just going to put the plate on the top and invert it. And we've got a little salad here. I'm going to go ahead and put some mint leaves on top. Actually, I'm going to put the salad dressing first. We'll just make sure the honey doesn't stay on the bottom. And I'm gonna get some of these veggies from under here to bring some color out. There we go. We'll drizzle it with the salad dressing. We'll put some mint leaves on it. And I've got some chopped peanuts. You can do optional. Okay, Elizabeth, can you bring the wok over here, please? And we'll, let me turn the fire on. Or does it still need to cook? Okay. Okay, you want to carry this over and I'll dish it, or you want to dish it?
Oh no.
Okay. So this is our pad thai. Can you see that? Doesn't it look delicious?
Yes.
So we're just going to take some of this out. Yeah, the stove is ticking. We didn't quite get it turned off all the way. It's okay. We're not bothering anybody but us. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, Elizabeth, you can take that away. And I have some, Elizabeth picked this basil out of the herb garden. So I'm just going to put some little basil leaves on here. And then we have our dessert. Where did I put it? Here's our dessert with our chopsticks. And there's our Thai dinner.
Hold it up a little higher.
I
There
don't
you
want
go.
to spill
Beautiful.
this. Can you see it? Does it not look
Beautiful.
yummy? And it tastes so good. And then we have our blue butterfly tea. Do you see how pink it got?
Oh, yeah.
So, for those of you who are able, you can come by, text me if you want to come by and pick up a sample. And I'm going to put, I'm actually going to text all of you, how many do we have on here? We have 8 minutes left on our Zoom. So I first want to again thank Jan. She couldn't be on here because she's not well, but she hosted this for us. She put it all together. She helped me decide what to do. So she's like, well, I want this and I want this and I want that. I said, let's keep it simple. Let's just choose one ethnic kind of a theme. And so she invited all of you, except Susan. I invited Susan, but the rest of you that are on Zoom are Jan's friends. And so if you want any of these things, you can place an order and there will be links. I'm going to share with each of you the YouTube link to this. And so you'll be able to see on YouTube, and I will also text or email you an order link. So Jan's order is going to be placed on the 14th of September, unless you all get your orders in right away. So some of these things aren't going to be available after the 14th, and the Mango Lassi is one of them, and this tea is one of them. They might run out of stock, and so I'm ordering a lot more of this Mango Lassi because this was so yummy. Elizabeth and I tested it, and that test bit we made is no longer here. She said, Mother, you got to stop eating that. I said, no, this is our sample. This is what we get to do. So we ate it all, but we just made more. So Susan, you're laughing because you know me.
I know you.
So anyway, we're having lots of fun with this, and our main goal is to help all of you folks be able to make good food real fast. And when my sister told me about this a couple of weeks ago, I thought, oh, that sounds pretty good. And so we tried some of the things, and I'm like, this is really good. It's like going to the restaurant, but making it in your home, and without the packets that are full of preservatives and all kinds of stuff that you really don't want to put in your body. This is all stuff that you would pick from your own garden and maybe freeze dry yourself, but you didn't have to take the time for that. So again, I just want to thank you guys for coming. Thank my sister Barbie for introducing me, and thank you, Elizabeth, for helping me. And for
Thank
my
you both.
yes, and for my host Jan. And so Jan gets some really neat little gifts and some free food. So that's kind of exciting for her. Thank you all for supporting her. And if any of you want to do this, let me know. It's easy, either in your home or in my home, Zoom or in person, except Susan, I'd love to do it in person, but I understand if I fly there, I have to stay home for 2 weeks.
You could stay with me for 2 weeks.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Only you.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions?
You're gonna send us a link where we can order these?
I am. I'm going to send you a link, and it will take you to a catalog, and it will tell you what things are still available. And then on the 15th, another catalog will come out for our fall and winter season, and I'm going to do another class for that one. Maybe at your house, Bonnie. What do you think?
That's fine. Let me know when. My
Okay.
refrigerator croaked, but I have a temporary one, so I think I can make it work.
Well, that's good, and I'll bring all the stuff so you don't really have to refrigerate it.
Okay.
So does anybody else have any questions? We'll get that order link out, and again, thank you for making this fun, and let me know, does anybody want to raise their hand that you're going to come by and pick up a sample, because I'll have it ready for you.
Brenda, you had told me to go into Jan's meeting and put my order. I put a lot of things in the bag,
Yes.
but there's a couple of things that, of course, they're out of.
Okay.
So what should I do from here then?
So I make sure that order is still there, because I couldn't see it from my side, so I might have accidentally deleted it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And if you have things that you want to wait, if they don't have them in right now and you want them, you can give me a wait list, and I'll go
Okay.
ahead and let you know when they come back into stock. And if any of you have any difficulty getting there or figuring out the order or whatever, just feel free to call me.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so
Great
much.
to see you all.
You too.
Thank you. Are we
Thank
done?
you.
Take care. Bye, Elizabeth.
Bye.
Good to see you.
You
Good
too.
to see you.
Bye-bye.
Good to meet you all.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
You.